Hello, sports fans. We're here again on Smash and Grab TV with more Blood Bowl than you can shake a stick at. Bigger, bolder, brasher. It's round 2, match 3 of the Royal Rumble, and we're here at the Gulag's Yard to witness the carnage. Who's we? Well, I'm your host, Double D, and the nail-chomping chump by my side is Tolmandary. Nervous today, Tol?
I am, but not because of the reasons you think. Yes, the Skaven are fast. Yes, my team are, well, rubbish. But no, it's the fleas. Have you seen the things leaping off of them? It's just, it's unpleasant.
They're big beggars, aren't they?
They are. I mean, you can see them disappearing off them straight into the cracks of my beautiful Astro Granite. I mean, if any of my team get near them, they're going to be swarming with fleas, and who knows what diseases they'll get. Ugh, Skaven.
Nice. Well, as you've said, it is the Skaven that your ogres are up against today. That's coached by Robin Bloodaxe. So let's see what the toss is. Who is kicking off?
I won the toss, so yeah, it looks like my coach has decided that we're being kicked 2. Good choice. Let's hope we can pound some of these Skaven into the ground before anything happens and avoid those fleas and the diseases. I mean,
I think that's a good call against Skaven. They're so fast, aren't they? So if you can start off with the ball and with control and can damage them early enough, you might be in a better position for later on.
Look at that stadium. I mean, you know, I might be biased, but that is the best stadium in the league. The Gulag's Yard.
It's gorgeous. I wouldn't say best, but no, it's very nice. You've done a good job there.
We both have awesome pictures, though, to be fair. I think it was laid by the same people.
Quite possibly, yes. Did you get the 20% friends and family discount, though?
20%? No, they didn't give me any discount. What's good? Was it halflings? I knew I shouldn't have trusted halflings.
It's knowing who's back to scratch and where appropriate, who's front. Okay.
Ooh, that ball's gone a long way back.
That really has, hasn't it?
Now, the problem with my team, the ogres, they just like smashing, and the Noblars, we saw how bad they were last game. Oh, the first bonehead.
It's an interesting setup you got there. It's almost like you didn't bother to actually shift position.
Pretty much.
They're quite off-centre.
Oh, Fatty is knocked out. This is the start I was hoping for. Much better than my last match already. Second bonehead. This is the problem with ogres. I mean, so often they can just stand there and sort of like, you know, scratch their, various bits.
Yeah.
Oh,
we got another
knockout.
KO. Poor old Whiffrid, he's had a bad time of it, hasn't he?
Yeah, well.
Now, I was just going to say, we've seen with the trolls that having goblins next to them helps with regards to... Oh, he got an injury!
What a start!
Does having nobblers next to ogres make that same difference?
It
or
doesn't.
No difference?
No, I mean, ogres are boneheaded, so they're not particularly bright, but, you know, they can just about make a decision. Now,
okay. Oh, neat little
nicely
pass.
done. Whereas trolls, I mean, they are just literally really stupid, and without the assistance of a whole bunch of, any other player near them to tell them what to do, they haven't got a clue.
Yeah, fair play.
I mean, could you imagine a troll team? My nobblers would literally have to be standing next to them.
They would the whole time.
They would.
Now, interesting that your ball carrier didn't end up next to an ogre there. I did wonder if you had plans for a bit of nobbler tossing, if you'll pardon the phrasing.
No, yeah. There is something about my team that I can't release the details, I'm afraid. But it involves the ball. That's as far as all I'm willing to say.
Right. Okay. Hopefully we'll get an update on that later on in the game. Oh, we've got a mighty blow, and Nivrok he nuts. Is that his name?
Yeah, the ogres. You know what ogres are like. I mean, you've got to remember, these guys are in a gang. I mean, they're all prisoners, and this is Thrug's boys in the prison. And
right.
Yeah. I mean, the Nobblers are just there. Well, I assume they're under Thrug's protection. They all have to have gang names, as you'll probably notice.
Neat. So, obviously, the Skaven have come round now to block you off nicely there. They're fast-moving beggars, so even if you do a little bit of a dodge around the side, you're not safe. Where would you go from here? Would you try and blast your way through, or are you going to try and be a little bit sneaky there?
I think I would probably set up a bit of an ogre cage, and I would keep the ball on the Nobbler. I've kept telling them, keep the balls on the Nobblers. But
I mean,
you'll see.
they do make a good pairing, don't they? But yeah, it's. Oh, I see. Oh, have we got a little run through here? A little avenue. Oh, ho, 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 ho! Oh, that is beautiful.
It's not bad, is it? I mean, so far this is looking very promising. I think they may actually have listened to me. So it's going to be really hard for those horrible diseased rats. I mean, I'd prefer to play... No, oh, come on.
Failed dodge.
The odds of failing a dodge with a little Noblar is so almost improbable. But yeah, I would prefer to play Nurgle than Skaven, because I personally think Nurgle are cleaner. You know, at least they do have a bath every couple of decades. Although I wouldn't want to share the bathwater with them, to be fair.
No, you really wouldn't. I'm trying to think what on earth Robin Bloodaxe can do here. You've really put him in a difficult position.
I have.
Oh, that POW though.
Yeah, he's taken down Clark the bogey. You don't want to know where he got that name from.
No, I don't really want to imagine. Gosh, well, he's got a tackle zone on you. Your Noblars are, of course, stunty and titchy, so the ability to dodge out is quite high, but nevertheless, that's a bit of pressure I wasn't expecting him to bring.
When also Rat Ogres bring a tail to the mix. Now, the tail massively reduces the chance of dodging out. So
Yes.
Of 2+, it's a 3+.
Right, so that prehensile tail is going to have a big difference. And you can see it whipping back and forth there with tension, with decisiveness. He's going to come and get you. Oh, you pushed him back there.
There we go, this is looking good. Yeah, Ogre's trundling up the pitch. Come on, little Noblar, you know what to do. Run down there and score.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What's he doing?
He's passing to an Ogre.
It's Thrug.
Yeah, but he got it.
Thrug.
He caught it.
Yeah, look who he's had to give the ball to. This is the only problem. If you have a team of prisoners and they have hierarchies, so of course Thrug has had to be given the ball when the Noblar was within touching distance of scoring.
So this is just purely an ego thing on Thrug's side?
I would imagine it would be a Noblar survival thing on Thrug's side.
Well, on the plus side, if you can manage to get that touchdown, then you'll be building up skill points for your Ogres, and that's really valuable.
Well, this is true, but again, Bonehead, you know, there are quite a few dead, so he should be okay, I think. I just think it's an unnecessary gamble at a time when you could have just run in with that little guy and... Never mind. Oh, another nice hit.
Yeah, isn't it just? I guess the fear for the Ogre player is if you're just upskilling your Noblars, they're not very sort of long term, are they? Noblars die very easily. They get injured very easily.
They certainly do. I'm just trying to think. Did I lose a Noblar last game? No, I think they all survived last game, didn't they? But yes, they are very, very fragile. It's like a Tomb Guardian, sorry, but with none of the armour, none of the strength, and none of the survivability. And Tomb Guardians, you know, if they get hurt, they get really hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Why didn't he push it away from the Noblars so they could dodge? I mean, that's a lovely cage there around Thrug. So I don't think anybody's going to break through that, are they?
I don't think they can break through it. I mean, yeah, it would be really hard pressed for Robin to get through that. I mean, potentially if you can take out one corner of it and get a tackle zone on Thrug, that will make things harder for him. But then it's a simple matter of blitzing to get out.
I mean, he's got nobody with the right strength there to take out Thrug as far as I can see. So I think this, like I was saying, Noblars so easily injured, badly hurt that one.
Okay, so we're looking to slow down here with that Skaven coming around the front there.
Yeah, he's marked both sides, which is a bit of a nuisance. What is he planning? He dodged!
Oh, he's got a dodge with a Rat Ogre.
No!
Oh, that is lovely.
Unbelievable. Agility 2, Rat Ogre. He doesn't even have break tackle, and he managed to get out there with a 5+ dodge.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
so we've got a failure to catch there on the Skaven side, but nevertheless, that's made things an awful lot harder for you.
Yeah,
And Sure Hands picked it up.
Don't have to rub it in.
That's nice to see, though.
Yeah, well, it depends whose team you're actually supporting. I mean, obviously, I am very one-sided for this match. If it was against anybody else's team, I would probably give them credit for that, but no.
Yeah. As it is, you're merely writing notes in your little book about what you're going to do to Robin Bloodaxe when you next see him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, these Skaven have got to be turned into little bits of, well, fluff and blood on the pitch.
Or fritters, indeed, at the food stand.
Oh, now that is a clever move. Look at that. He's gone and used the... he's basically pushed one of the ogres straight onto the ball carrier. Now that is superb.
Oh, nice.
And down goes the ball carrier. Fantastic. This is still looking very strong. And he's stunned the thrower as well, so he's not even got a chance of getting up.
Now all you've got to do is pick up that ball. You're already in the end zone.
Yeah, all I have to do. Sounds so easy. Oh, we've got Danny injured. Second injury.
Danny's down.
He's not dead though. He's just badly hurt.
Yeah. Now how are you going to pick that up? Have you got a Noblar within distance? Or are you going to try?
I'm sure I must have.
Got any movement left?
Yeah, there's got to be a Noblar somewhere, hasn't there? That can do some. No, I think I'm out of turns.
Yeah, just that one guy to bring around.
Oh no, he's tripped. He's down. Amazingly, he actually succeeded on his armour roll.
Robin can manage to get that ball picked up and chucked. It could all change very quickly.
We've
got the successful dodge. Yep, picked up the ball and run with it. Got nobody to throw to, though, unfortunately.
Oh, he's tripped. He's onto the Astrogranite.
Yep. Oh, now we're using a reroll.
That's such a shame. He's done it again! Oh. Is the Astrogranite going to break through his armour? No. That's so disappointing.
Sadly not. Sadly not. But movement-wise, that's going to be quite tricky for you to get over there.
I don't know if I can reach them.
Maybe. Oh, go on. One extra.
He's not sprinting. Come on, take the risk.
Well, I suppose you're only on turn 6, aren't you, at the moment? So
yeah, I've got
there's time. You can get more people around that ball.
Ooh, that's a good job I didn't use the reroll earlier. Mind you, it would have been a reroll, you know, if he just sprinted or dropped it. Yeah. And then I would have scored. But yeah, it's going alright. I'm quite happy at this stage. We've got Noblars marking the downed players, so another Noblar coming in. Is he going to go after the ball? Is he going to do... He's stopped. Oh, come on.
I think maybe you want to have a word with your coach as well.
I don't think it's my coach.
No?
No, I'm afraid I think it... Oh, that's the worst possible time for one I got to run.
And both down.
Yeah. Oh,
and he's got an injury on the run.
No, just stunned. Oh, I was hoping to see his tail ripped off. Right, what on earth is Robin going to do here to try and stop me?
Well, he's going to fail to dodge by the looks of it. If he can do that with the reroll, though, we'll see if that makes a difference.
Oh,
yes, okay. So he's managed to get out there.
So that's Storm Vermin getting closer, who has taken out one of my... Oh, he's knocked out. But I don't even know how to say his name. The stick wielder.
Yeah. Now, bit of a danger here, because if Robin's rat gets up, picks up that ball and fumbles it, it might land in the hands of your ogre, and if that happens, it's a touchdown.
It might land anywhere, and if it...
It fumbled, but went the other direction.
Oh, this is challenging. I mean, if only that ogre didn't bonehead last turn, I would have had an extra ogre in position.
Indeed.
Come on, lads, what are we going to do? 2 turns.
I've got to say, my hopes are for Robin here, because I've been in this sort of position before, and that last desperate scramble to get somebody away from the end zone is quite nerve-wracking.
I mean, he's doing really well. He's, you know, I'll give him credit. They're defending superbly for rats. Oh, I think I just got bitten.
Lee?
I knew I shouldn't have gone and said hello to the coach. He's gone and blimmin' infected me with some of his
blitz coming in.
Come on, lad, get him down.
Okay, it's a pow. straight onto the ball, of course. If
So
you
let's
can
see
move that
whereabouts
closer
it
to
is.
the end zone.
Do we have somebody standing in the end zone? Oh, come on, little guy.
Oh, right in between them. Well, surely somebody can come in and pick that up now.
Oh no, that's... Oh, he's
down,
killed him!
Winston's dead!
Winston is no more.
And sadly, Skeltor the Mean has knocked him.
Oh,
has
he
been stunned
used
as
his
well.
apothecary. I thought I'd
Okay,
actually
well,
got rid of one of them.
Yeah, but this is why we hire apothecaries, isn't it? Is to save from that worst of all fates. But golly,
I mean, look at that. 4 of my players, but only 1 turn to score. What on earth is going to happen here?
well, we've got a blitz coming in from a rat.
I think he's going to blitz my
Skaven
Nobbler.
takes-
He is. He's
yeah.
taking my Nobbler down.
Now, obviously, with sidestep, you can choose where you're going to go.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised in a way you didn't go into that ball, because that could have landed nicely for you. But I suppose it could have gone the other way.
Exactly. We just don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, fumbled.
Fumble pickup, 50% chance. It failed with a reroll.
Oh, look at this. I mean, that's
Back
so
on the end.
tantalising.
Yeah. Now, is your ogre going to... No, he's only going to turn over on this go, isn't he? On the next go, rather. And again, we're choosing not to try and pick it up.
Oh, come on, Ogre. You
were trying to
can't dodge.
Why?
Unbelievable.
Why? Oh my gosh. So presumably you were hoping to dodge from there and then take out the Skaven who was next to the ball.
I would, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Damn.
So knocked over, sidestepped onto the ball. If you hadn't have fallen,
Yeah.
that would have been a touchdown.
I think, well, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh no, it couldn't have
We got
been
an
picked
ogre
up when
down.
he got pushed.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Is he going to go for
So we've
the
got
cheeky
3
star player
ogres
point?
lying down. We've got a lovely little pass.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
cheeky star player point. Nicely done there, Robin. Wow.
That was
What a
an
defence.
amazing first half. I can't believe he managed to keep you out there.
Oh, nor can I, unfortunately. But we do at least have... How many rats did I kill? None. He got better. But 2 of them are dead and injured. Or just
Yeah,
injured.
2 injured.
Ooh,
One of
woke.
yours woken up.
Okay, this means I have 11 players on the pitch. I don't know,
He's got
did
10.
Robin have spares? Because he's obviously got 2 injured.
I didn't spot, but
And 1 knocked
Bear
out,
in
so
mind
he's
now
3 down.
yeah, but bear in mind now you're going to be kicking to him, so the control is with Robin Bloodaxe. Those super speedy Skaven.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Let's
can...
see if he can manage to break through,
Well, let's hope he doesn't.
or whether you can break him.
Let's hope that happens.
Hmm.
However biased they may sound.
Well, I have to say, the last time I played Robin Bloodaxe in a friendly, he absolutely walked over my team. So I wouldn't mind too much seeing him taking down a peg or 2 here. But
He only has 9 players on the pitch.
9.
Just done a quick head count.
Oof.
I mean, a 2 player. I mean, yeah, okay, the 2 players, but most of mine are Nobblers. Actually,
Yeah.
no, most of them are
No.
they're ogres.
2, 4, you've still got your 6 ogres on there.
Yeah. Oh, that last game against those halflings, that was horrible losing an ogre on the very first turn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've put up such a good showing with this ogre team. Oh, we've got a high kick, so his Skaven player is going to get right underneath the ball.
Yeah, afraid so. Oh, it's gone off. He threw it straight. Into the crowd. I'm a bit concerned there may be match fixing going on here.
I don't think that's
Again,
possible at
if
all.
you have prisoners on your team, you never know what shenanigans are going on in the background.
Oh, what a punch!
Yeah, that rat ogre, he's mean.
Yeah.
Do you
So
know,
straight away we're seeing an opening coming up on the left-hand side here.
we are.
Go on, what were you saying?
I was just having a look at some of the new teams that are now allowed under the next generation of rules. And the Chaos Renegades, they're allowed rat ogres, trolls, minotaurs, and an ogre, and they can have up to 3.
That's horrific.
Maximum 1 of each, but you could have 3 big guys. So, you know, I am seriously considering playing one of those teams. I mean, obviously they do suffer from severe problems like animosity.
Yeah.
Just literally hating each other the entire team. But hey, you can't have everything, right?
Yeah, it's one of the interesting things with the upgraded rules is having those sort of blended teams, which sort of more, should we say, socially and racially diverse. So on the plus side, you get a little bit more sort of interesting formulations of teams, but on the other hand, Well, like you say, with things like that animosity, it becomes a very different kind of a game. So it'd be interesting to see how that works.
I'm just going to have to step in here. I'm a bit concerned. I can't see an easy route to stop the ball other than we do have a potential blitz from the centre.
Yes, I can see that Ogre in the centre that hasn't yet been activated.
But that is, I think that is one of his Storm Vermin that's holding it, so obviously they do have the block skill.
Yes.
So it's going to be risky. Oh, that's a nice placement there of Noblar to make it more, a little tiny bit trickier for them to get down the pit. Don't stand there, you're being, oh good lad. I thought he hadn't realised that he had to take another step so that the Ogre could get in. We've seen
Blitz is coming in now.
Yes, and
what
he's
a
down.
lovely ow.
I would really like this ball to go straight off the pitch. Let's see, because when it does, the old crowd have a good old. Oh, that's not off the pitch. It's dropped at my feet.
To him. Yeah. Could have been worse. Could have been better.
Yeah, I mean, at least the ball is out of the hands of the Skaven, and it is in the tackle zone. And that Rat Ogre can't assist because there's no way he's going to dodge down to assist.
Okay, so turn 10. Let's see what Robin's going to be doing here. So clearly we were running up a gutter runner on the right hand side there, hoping to be able to pick up a pass.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh,
he's pushed my Ogre into the crowd. Excuse me, I'm just going to go and have a quick whisper to my coach.
Now, of course, that tail still whipping around. Is that? Oh no, that's another Skaven.
Right, I'm back. I've just given him a little piece of advice that I hope he's going to follow. I want to see that Rat Ogre into the crowd. Sure, you should
be doing that, should you?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Technically, they're my team.
I suppose. But come on, you're being paid to be on here commentating. They're just disappearing off.
Yeah, but there's commentary and then there's absolute... Oh, bonehead in the middle. Absolute requirements. Come on, lad. Push that out. Yes, here we go. Watch this.
Uh-oh.
This is exactly what I was hoping for.
Push.
Down goes the thrower. Nice. Out goes the Rat Ogre. 2 players for the cost of 1.
Absolutely stomped.
And that Rat Ogre was a real thorn in my side. Just such a shame that the crowd didn't tear him apart. But to be fair, would you risk tearing a Rat Ogre apart if it came and literally fell into your lap in the crowd?
Nope. I'd be dodging out of the way and keeping my distance.
Stay away. Right. Now, Plug is also knocked out. That's 2 players down in 1 turn.
Yep. You're doing an awful lot of damage here.
So, the ball is now loose. So what we need now is, who is that? No, we need one of the Noblars to go get that ball.
Surely.
At least some of them are heading up the pitch. This is looking good.
Yeah, so a little bit of forethought. I think a lot of our newer coaches tend to go for the sort of the big actions first, forgetting that they need to plan ahead. You're clearly an experienced coach with those thoughts on your mind. I mean, the way you manipulated the Ogres at the start was a masterclass at that little avenue, so yeah.
Well, I had to make sure the coach noticed that. I mean, as you said, inexperienced coaches may not have spotted that push.
No, and actually I'm learning quite a lot from seeing how you're handling the team or how your coach is handling the team for next time I bring my my Mountain Kings onto the pitch.
When you and I still haven't played either against your Chaos and my Ogres.
Oh, this is true. When's that? Round 4 or round 5?
I haven't actually checked. Wouldn't it be nice if it was the final match of the season? I mean, you've got 2 draws under your belt, so that's pretty good going.
Yeah, well, I've proved tougher opposition to my opponents than I think was expected, but nevertheless, draws are rarely satisfying.
And you're
going to get some wins under my belt.
JP's Tiny Rocks 2 next, I believe, are you not?
Yes, those big, solid Camry. Oof.
He's down to 6 players. Come on, Ogres, you cannot not score.
What is he going to do? Is there any way he can get the ball?
Not that I hope not. That's not good.
I mean, it would probably be a 2 dice against, wouldn't it, from that Skaven next to your
Oh, come on! Double boneheads.
Now that means they lose their tackle zones, doesn't it?
It does, and he failed to knock him over. Oh,
okay, which means he's right in a position where he can still attack. Oh no, you've dodged it out. Well done.
I was nervous about the fleas. Now I'm nervous about the potential for scoring still. Okay, yeah, bit of extra tackle zones covering the ball player. We only have one rat on that side that's a little bit risky.
I've actually had something passed to me from the Skaven Confederate asking us to stop mentioning the words rat. They are a proud, sentient, ratoid race, but they are not in fact rats and would prefer to be known as Skaven. So, we're all learning. I think we can accept that criticism and go with it for the future. So yes, the Skaven team are being thoroughly drubbed at the moment, but
well, they're pushing that poor Noblar around, but at least he's not falling.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a trip.
Nice trip.
It's unfortunate there for Spotty.
That's just 5 rats left. Sorry, Skaven left on the rats. Yep. So only 5 of these horrible little vermin left on the pitch.
Vermin I think is a usable word. Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, they call themselves storm vermin, so yeah, that's perfectly acceptable.
Who's that? That's Nivrok running down the pitch. Here comes old Bragger. What's that? That's an attempted punch there on the gutter runner. Thrug is doing a blitz. Come on, Thrug, get that gutter runner down.
A useful re-roll there.
Yeah, definitely. Splash! Winston is injured. Didn't he die earlier?
He did, but he came back. He got better.
Yeah.
Badly hurt now, so he'll be off for the rest of this game. I see very little opposition for you now for getting this winning touchdown.
This is true,
if you
but
can
I
just
have
dodge out and around behind
again about the certain protection that ogres offer Noblars and how that's going to. I don't know. I've just got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, useful dodge.
Come on, Noblar, you can go down and score. What? Not again.
Oh, he's passed it. He's tried to pass it to it.
He's tried to pass it to Thrug again.
What's going on?
As I said, prisoners.
Do you not want to win?
I mean, no. I suspect that what we've got going on. Oh, he's tripped.
Astro Granite Doom.
Is it going to take him out of action? He's using a reroll.
Reroll.
Oh, still standing. No, I think what we're seeing here, unfortunately, is the effects of a prison yard protection scheme, and that means that the Noblars, I suspect, they're not allowed to score.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, your Noblar has reclaimed the ball there, having seen it fumbled by that Skaven player.
Yeah.
So, with any brains, you'll be able to take that Skaven out and then run pretty close to the end zone.
Well, let's see what happens. Come on, lads. I mean,
unless we're going to go for another pass to an ogre.
Surely not.
Okay, there's the blitz. Right, so we're taking out the storm vermin.
It's Thrug again. It's Thrug again. I can see exactly what's happening. As the head of the prison.
Is he just a bully?
Well,
is that what it is?
Of course he is. I mean, you don't survive in prison and become the head of a bunch of ogres unless you are.
Yeah. I guess bigger really is better sometimes, isn't it?
I can see exactly what's going to happen here. We've got a perfect opportunity to score. One turn away.
And he's passing.
For goodness sake.
And it's fumbled.
This is just getting embarrassing. I don't know if I can even have words with them. I mean, these guys. Do you want to swap teams, Double D?
I've thought about it. No. Have you won a match yet? Because I'm on 2 draws. I can't remember what your first result was.
I'd rather not talk about the halflings if you don't mind.
Oh, okay. So I might actually be higher up the league than you this season.
The ball is bouncing further and further away.
That is.
How many turns we got left?
Well, frankly, it's funny, but it's unfortunate as well.
3 turns. 3 turns to score. Just get the ball to a Noblar and run it home. It's not hard.
Is that your coach tearing his own hair out on the sidelines?
He is now as bald as you can get. Oh. Wow. And you have to remember, he used to be a dwarf. I know you wouldn't know with so little hair on him anymore. He looks sort of. Oh no, we've got a fumble there from the Noblar. This is not looking good. we've had 2 opportunities here to score with Noblars, and unfortunately every time the ball has had to be given to Thrug.
Yeah. I mean, we've
he's
got an
injured.
injury here. Ricky
Loses a point in armour value.
And death.
My
That's just death. Was that an attempt
that
by
was
the apothecary?
the apothecary. He could have actually gone from
Changed it to
-1
death.
armour value, and instead he's gone and killed the Noblar. They're so tiny, you can't easily operate on something that small. You know, emergency surgery on something the size of them. I mean, the ogre's feet are bigger.
Oh, we've got a trip here. No armour break.
Okay, we
so come on, this surely has to be your last
score.
opportunity.
2 turns. We've got more than enough time to score. I just need
Have
one of
you
my
though?
Noblars to get the ball, run it down to the end.
Yeah, well, I think if you can manage to pick it up on this go, you've got a chance of scoring.
Oh.
If you fumble it...
You spoke too soon again, Double D.
Now, you see, I think you should have run somebody forward before trying to pick that up.
I agree.
Oh, the
now he's got the
Skaven
ball.
thrower's got the ball. Has
All
he got
needs-
somebody to throw to?
He does. He's tripped.
He's pushed his luck too far. Has he got a reroll?
No, he's out of
reroll.
rerolls, and he's injured by the Astrogranite.
Smithy. Alas, poor Smithy.
It means that Astrogranite has paid for itself in my mind, but that ball is
really
now
has.
a long way from the front.
Yeah.
I do have
Wow.
do have one ogre and one Noblar that can run it home, but I just need to get it into their hands first.
Yeah, so get somebody to that end zone.
Come on,
no,
Noblar, pick
what
it
are you
up.
doing?
Oh no, that's it. That's it. That's the end of the game.
What a
What are we
sad,
gonna
wet
do?
ending to the game. That is...
Oh.
That's astonishing.
I mean, Nivrok got MVP, it's understandable, given he did get that early injury. And the thrower, who just fell over at the end there. Oh dear.
Do you know what? I at no point did I think we were going to see a draw here. I thought either your ogres were going to absolutely demolish the Skaven, who aren't the strongest of teams physically,
Yep.
or the Skaven were going to demolish you with their speed. I saw it going one way or the other. But a 0-0 draw, that is just astonishing.
It's prison politics, I'm afraid. I can see exactly what was happening there. It's something I had concerns about from the start when deciding to actually play these guys.
Yeah.
But, you know, what can you do? I mean, no Noblar in their right mind that's under the protection of a group of ogres is ever going to take the glory away from them and score.
No. Wow.
So, it's just...
Well, I mean, I'd like to say lessons learned, but let's face it, you're going to carry on playing this team for the season. You're not just going to chuck them in the mincer and quit, are you?
I'm tempted to chuck some of the Noblars in the mincer and make pies. Yeah. I mean, again, though, my Noblars are having real difficulty picking up the ball. Not as bad as last game when every single attempt, all 6 of them, they failed to pick up the ball. At least this game, we did manage twice to pick up the ball out of the 5 attempts.
Yeah, you did. And to be fair, one of them even managed to actually get the ball into the hands of an ogre. Now, if you'd managed to get that to the end zone, that would have been a real victory.
That was it was a masterful move by Robin Bloodaxe's rat ogre there to dodge away from the guarding ogre and then to smash straight in between with a single dice block and take me down. So I all credit him to stop me there.
Yeah, without a doubt, that was the move of the match. It did save the match for Robin, and I think it quite took your coach by surprise, and perhaps that's one of the reasons why it fell apart for you in the end. Who's to say?
Could be. I mean, the thing is, it went well overall for Robin. His team are fully intact. There were only minor bumps and scratches. They're all back playing next match.
Yeah, I mean, even the death was reversible, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Winston, he died, he got better, then he was injured. But, you know, he'll be back next match. He might be terrified of other players now, but he will be back. But no, good game. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I fear there is little I can do to stop this sort of play from happening time and time again, but we'll see. Yeah,
and you know, I think we can reveal now to our audience that we are looking next competition to be more of a developmental competition. So our coaches will either be bringing back the teams that they've used on this competition at the Royal Rumble, or they will be bringing back a team that they have previously used in other competitions. So we're going to see teams actually develop that little bit more in terms of skills, in terms of their stats. So perhaps if you can manage to get a few SPPs for your ogres, we will see them becoming, well, devastating and truly,
They could be, yeah, they could be
more
interesting
inspiring.
actually. I hadn't thought about it in that context, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. But at the moment, we do have Nivrok, who has now got himself enough star player points for a skill. So
yes,
I look forward to seeing how he goes in training and what he turns up with next match. So yeah, all
indeed.
good. But anyway,
Cracking.
I think we should hand over to to the fans, and we'll see them all next match, I guess.
Indeed. Well, thank you ever so much for tuning in, everybody, and thank you for commentating with me today, Tolmandary. We will see each other, I guess, on the, what is it now, the first match of round 3 next week.
It is indeed, yes. Looking forward to it.
Wonderful stuff. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.